Yes. Good evening. We are here with my brother. We all belong to the same clan. So you guys who always follow us or follow Hamiisi, I also have brothers because I'm called Semanda Hamiisi and it's called Semaganda Hamiisi. Joseph. Yes. Both of us, we are farmers and we inspire each other in different things. Here we are going to discuss something about zero grazing as a project, because where we are right now, this farm is not really far away from Kampala. It's how many kilometers?
36 kilometers from Kampala.
36.
Then 6 kilometers from the main road up to here.
So this guy is doing his farming almost in the town center. But what he is practicing here, actually, I think he has over 20 acres of land.
Yes, 20 acres of land.
Yeah, you see now it's 20 acres of land, but they are very expensive because he's too close to Kampala. But what I really wanted to show you today, I wanted to show you what we call zero grazing, because most of you people have been complaining about this. Most of you people have been complaining how you can partition your houses, how do you have to do it. The man is here. What we are going to do today, we have to discuss between me and him, my knowledge and his knowledge as well. We want to compare it all together so that you guys can understand something. This man, he started some time back. He will tell us briefly, but he's doing typical zero grazing, and there is those challenges that made him to go into typical zero grazing. He has a lot of challenge that he went through, but as per now, he's here to tell you what you are supposed to do so that you don't still go under the same problems that, like the way he went through it. Because he followed me up on my YouTube channel, and he also has his YouTube channel. I want you guys to use internet in a very good way. When you use internet in a very good way, it is very easy for you to get rich because you've got all the knowledge. You get it? So he followed me up, saw what I was doing. He came here and decided to do it. His channel has a lot of content. He has a lot of pastures. He understood goat farming from me. But as per now, he is my master of how he is managing the grasses. I've been to his garden. He's doing proper lines of the garden. He's doing everything. His farm is called BGM Farm. And the BGM Farm also has a channel. The channel is also called BGM. BJM Farm. So basically, follow that link. I'd like you to also put in BGM Farm Uganda. You are really going to see what exactly we are talking about. So Semaganda, just greet these people, just your name, where you're located. Maybe also I've tried also to explain to them, and we are going to give them a brief on how you're managing your farm and the strength and the heart, and maybe some things that you really need to let these people understand. At least briefly.
Okay, Master, Dr. Extra.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Ham is my mentor. The person who inspired me into small livestock farming, these small ruminants, is Ham. When I paid him a visit, I was so much inspired by what he was doing. I kept on following his videos, and I learned a lot from him. He's my master. Whatever I'm doing here, this is the brains behind.
But you're also my master now, because you've been teaching me how I can clean and everything.
I'm super excited to have him at the farm today.
Yes.
I'm so happy. Thanks so much for saving some time to come and see what we are doing. Because there are some farmers, once they saw the animals, they stop there. But thanks so much for coming. And always, whenever I call, you pick up. You always advise me, because for me, I'm always open to run. So I'm now totally.
So you're going to teach me also. Because yes, I want the cameraman to come, because this is going to be a real interaction. We are not teaching you, but we are showing you something that you might think about. I've said this many times, that a farmer having another farmer, BGM, it is a bondage, it's a friendship, and it is a bloodline, let me say like that.
Yes.
It's your brother. Because when I see you doing something, I feel very, very good. Basically, right now, before he explains something more, you see, he's now going to teach me. I do not have this. These are doppers. Isn't this doppers?
Yes, dopper sheep.
Can you tell them how much you bought that dopper? Because this is really, is it that a pure?
This is a pure from South Africa. I got it through Mr. Kenneth. It's $1,250.
$1,250
Just
US
to
dollars.
enhance more on my genetics at the farm.
So you see,
because those people who are interested in zero grazing, what I want them to understand, we need good genetics. Good converters of feeds. Whenever we talk about good genetics, we're talking about good converters of feeds. That's what we should think about. Because we're investing in a lot of money, so you have to have good genetics. So, like these ones, I got them from Kenya, the females, at 1 million. But I have to improve on the genetics. So my target is the offsprings, not the breeding stock. So I had to bring a pure dopper. So if you want to succeed when you're going to do like zero grazing, invest in good quality genetics.
Do you know, I have said about genetics many, many times, because me, I always explain to people, like the way you used to watch me is the same way how these people are watching us now. I know many of them are now going also to join and do the same like the way we are doing. But actually, we talked about genetics, we talked about management and nutrition. If this man is talking about genetics, I really feel proud, because that was my intention. That was my my explanation in my beginning videos. But I said I'll create more hamiisi. I think you see BGM. I told you his YouTube channel is BGM Farm, and is located here in Mityana. He's doing dopership, and is doing more that we are going to really show to you. These are meat breeds. They really have a lot of muscles, and that sheep can weigh up to 150 kgs. Actually, they can even do way more than even the goats. So recently, before I came, I was on my way, and a guy told me, Hamiisi, I have a contract. I need 300 sheep every month. And I looked at that money, and the money was off topic. So you are going to be my mentor behind this, because I really don't know much about them. I've not been interested in them, but I get the orders for this kind of arrangement. Why do you have to do dopership?
These are very good converters of feeds.
Okay.
They are very, very good converters. Like this one, I have just bought them like 2 weeks. This little one, the younger ones here. But the ones we bought here in February, the other one behind. So like after 2 months, you can see the size. Their weight gain is so good. We haven't faced any challenges with them, so they easily adapt to the environment. And so I wanted to do this doper because they are almost similar to managing cows.
Wow. Semaganda, yes. Before you go further, you know, these farmers will really understand briefly. Yeah. How have you been able to manage those guys and the way they look? Because I see they look very nice. And some of the issues that we always have is management, nutrition, and genetics. You already have the genetics, because having genetics, it is optional. If you've got the dollars with you, you can have any kind of genetics. So you guys, even if you don't know what a good genetics is, but you have your money, you can always get it. But it's very hard to get the proper nutrition of these animals. I want you to tell me briefly. Don't tell me. Okay. I'm also, you're teaching me as well. Tell me, how are you feeding those animals? And what has made them pick up like that? Because you're saying it's like 1 month now or 2 months, yes, when they have reached in Uganda.
The sixth one behind there.
Yes.
So now these 6 are the new ones. So what people should understand before we go far, we are created to manage master. The only reason why God created us is not to praise him. He doesn't get anything from praising him. So he created us to manage whatever he created before. So in life, to be successful in whatever you're doing, you should be a good manager. So we have 3 pillars, 3 main pillars, but management is the key amongst all. Whatever you mismanage, you lose. If you mismanage your family, your wife, you lose her.
Yep.
If you mismanage your money, you lose it. So whatever you mismanage, you lose. So management is the key. Because as you have said, you can have 1,000 million, 100 billions, you can go and purchase high quality genetics.
But you can lose it within a month. You can lose it within a month.
If we are talking about nutrition,
yes.
Again, if you don't manage it properly, if you buy the feeds and just put them there, don't manage them properly, you're going to lose your feeds. Because it's not just a matter of buying feeds and store them. Proper storage is good management. So we are managing our sheep by doing proper feeding.
What do you feed them?
We are feeding them super napier, silage.
Yes.
But what we did to our super napier silage, we added there molar plus.
Okay. Those are
microbes to easy fermentation and digestibility of the feeds, so that you don't become a manure producer.
Okay.
Because at first we are just doing silage with molasses, so you get a lot of manure from the clouds, which is not good.
Yep.
So we have to make sure that we get proper utilization of whatever we're feeding our animals. Again, we are giving them a concept like a combination total mix ration. We have broken like 25% in our feeds. Then we put there some bland, maize bran, 15%. That's 40%. Then good hay. We are getting a combination of Chris Ghana with 20 and alfalfa 20 kgs. That makes it 80. Then we get 10% soya cake to make it 90%. And then we get some molasses, 8 kgs. We are making 100 kgs now. Then 2% are just protein concentrates. Like for us, we are using milk concentrates like Primeric, Molar Plus. That's what we are feeding our sheep.
Do you know, Semaganda, the information you're giving now, you're going to save a lot of people. I'm telling you the truth. People buy animals and they fail. That's what I can tell you. Because of many advices they get, many things that they get from wherever they are. But the truth is, farmers would get information from this kind of lessons. He talked about using microbes. You know, the system of an animal, what exactly it wants. It can feed, let's say, 2 kilos, but its body might not have a lot of microbes, a lot of bacteria that helps in digestion. That means if an animal eats, let's say, 2 kilos, you find that it is giving you dung, which is worth, let's say, like a kilo. Instead of a goat eating a kilo, and it converts over 600 grams because of the ability of the microbes. So that's why he said he doesn't want to have a lot of dung, but he wants to have a lot of muscles. That's why he said he's putting Molar Plus and other enzymes and also vitamins, which are the concentrates, which helps in digestion. Such that when an animal feeds on something, he utilizes it into the muscles. Because I think his aim is making dollars. You guys, we shall not waste a lot of time on sheep, but let's move also to the goat section. And also, Sema, what I want you guys to, what I want these guys to know, because many of them have said we have very small piece of land. How do we like partition different sections? Because now I can see your house is really well partitioned. It's a same section, but different areas. This is sheep. What you did is to separate.
Yes.
There is troughs up there, I can see. Here they put hay.
Yes.
And when they want, they go into here. Am I wrong or right?
No,
do you force them to sleep in?
We don't force them. And usually, unless under rains, that's when these animals go inside the houses. But usually they sleep here, outside here. And people should understand, whosoever is doing small ruminants, that's goats and sheep, they should think about hay. Having hay, you know how important it is to the microbes in the stomach of the animals to do the regurgitation so that they don't go in the acidosis process. So
you see, the man is now speaking science. I really love that.
So
yes,
you think about having hay, no matter what. If you're going to use only Napier packaging, you won't succeed properly. Why do I use Napier? It gives me volume. But when I come to the core of the nutrition, however small it is very important. So I'm not depend on Napier alone. They won't succeed. Because I tried that. You warned me before. I don't release it. I learned the hard way. But this time around, I'm giving them, like, to satisfy them, though it will have some nutrients when it's cut or correct size. So after giving them, each sheep is receiving 300 grams, master,
per day.
Those which are not pregnant. But those which have started, like who have reached 3.5 months, we are giving them 500 grams. So that we steam them up proper, like the other which gave birth. The kid had 5 kgs, now it's on 6 after 5 days. So we are improving.
So these guys, they should follow you up to have more idea. I see you are speaking a lot of data. You are unleashing a lot of data.
Yes, I
these
have
guys
to go a bit faster because it's getting late, because I have
so
been
you guys, what I'm trying to explain to you, we farmers, we are source of information. You go through your hurdles, but you unleash it to other people so they don't go through the same problem.
Yes.
So now this partitioning, this guy is using the same area, but he's partitioning different sections. Come the cameraman and we see.
As they say that sharing is caring. So
yes,
you have to share information, because whatever we have learned,
yep,
we have learned from other people, like mainly you, master, my mentor.
Yes.
So this is the winners section, master.
It's winners.
These are the winners.
So these are winners.
Yes.
They have their section,
yes,
but in the same housing. See what they are eating. Are they eating the same food, or you're changing different
we
food?
change
Come and show these
depending on the
yes,
body requirement or the stage.
Yes.
For the winners, we give them more of alfalfa,
which is a protein.
Yes.
Yep.
Soya,
which is a protein.
Then we add on even the source of energy, because the animal nutrition, we are balancing between energy and protein. As simple as that.
Have you seen? So this is alfalfa.
Yes.
Mixed with soya.
Yes.
Mixed with
there's even some sunflower there.
Sunflower.
Yes,
So this man is doing what they call total mixed ratio.
Yes.
Total mixed ratio means mixing all the concentrates. Then you also add in your grass. So guys, come. This is a partition for the winners. Sema, I'm really very happy.
This is the stage at which people should feed their animals very well, because they are growing, they are gaining weight, their bones are growing, so the nutrition requirement is very high.
You see,
so we are rushing, but master request you come another day.
Please,
we'll go through it.
Me, I always find time for my family. See where we are passing. Can we take you to right or left? So when we look here, we are seeing different animals, and when we see up here, why are you dividing them? Why are you partitioning?
Like master, before we suffered a lot of problems. I'll be posting videos of our goats, how they have been looking 2 months back. People will witness the
Please, you guys, listen to this man, what he said.
Our goats have been in poor conditions because of nutrition.
So he's going to post videos
on his YouTube
channel
of how our farm has been, how the animals have been looking. They have been so cachetic. You may think even someone bewitched you. But in actual sense, it is not the truth. So what we are seeing here, these are pregnant ones. Okay. I'm sure they are pregnant. So
why are you separating the pregnant ones? Since you're doing zero.
Because the nutrition requirement of a pregnant goat is not the same like the maintenance feed. So you have to separate them because of that.
So I want to emphasize that point. He's giving out good points. I want you guys to understand this very well. Most of you people, your goats get sick. Gets miscarriages. But you don't know the reason. I told you many times that miscarriages it doesn't mean a disease all the time. He's separating his animals because he's wise. Nutritional requirement is different because these guys are pregnant and he really needs to do what they call steaming up. I told you what I did at my farm. You saw what exactly I did. 2, these animals which are pregnant and big, they are supposed to be together because they respect each other. And you find that they will not be fighting. If you get the other young kids, mix them with these ones will eat a lot, suffocating the other ones because they are small animals.
Yes.
And these ones cannot only eat it.
100%.
So that fight, it will cause miscarriage. Am I right or wrong?
100%. Even those ones were not looking good. But the moment, it's last 3 weeks, when we separate those ones from the other ones, they have changed totally.
You see what I always explain to you guys? These things, those who are following and listening to what I say, most of the time they benefit. What is it here?
This is the Savannah section. Come and see the good genetics from farm and breeding farm. Master, I'm so happy.
So the cameraman will be a bad guy not to come here. So This man, I told you, he really challenged me. He picked these animals from my farm and they were looking funny. It's only 2 months now. Are they 2 months?
So 1.5.
1.5 months. Look at how these animals are looking. Just imagine. The cameraman should come and really take a closer picture because you're doing a disservice. Semaganda.
Yes, bro.
What are you feeding my animals on? Because mine I have at home
Yes.
are not looking the same way. These animals, when they were at my farm, they were doing open range.
Yes.
Right now, he's doing zero grazing. Tell me what you're feeding my animals on, because I also have
people
to learn from you.
People should learn. Like when I received these animals from you,
Yes,
I saw them. They were not in bad condition.
Yep.
However much they have added on, they were looking good.
Yep.
But I knew that I had got a savannah, pure savannah. So I wanted to start the breeding season. Before starting a breeding season, it's very good to feed your animals properly.
What do you mean feeding properly?
Feeding them,
because
the
we also take
nutrition
them.
of those animals.
Hey, we also
should
take
be
them
so
to the,
good. Like
Yes.
you take them there, but you don't know what exactly they're eating. But here, I'm sure, 100% sure of whatever my animals have eaten. So we feed them properly, and we prepare them for the breeding season. So that the conception rate will be so high, the chances of producing twins or triplets will be so high. Even the back, people are cursing us and are cursing harm that the backs they are taking are not serving. Dear fellow farmers, I have ever cried like that before. But let me open your eyes. Feed your backs properly, preparing for the breeding season.
That's what I always said. What did you find in South Africa? Was it the same way that you found those guys doing in South Africa,
Yes,
or you did it in
I
your
found
own
it
way?
there. I found it there. They were feeding them properly. I make sure that I give them feeds which have got high energy sources and high protein source.
When we talk about high energies, we are talking about carbohydrates. If your animal is only feeding on the protein, it will have the muscles, but it